Hello guys, the Dragon Star here. In this video I will show you how to find the coordinates of the moving objects. So it first of all starts by finding your own coordinates. I made a video about this before and how to find teleport hack, but we will just do this again now for the tutorial, finding my coordinates. So region CA, unknown search. You better do this with not moving. So we're gonna like search. The whole video is gonna be about me, I mean my character, and this guy in front of us, the machine. You can see him walking the whole time, so this will be quite easy. So yeah, so now we go up. We need to find our I coordinate. So if you go up and down, you are basically searching the I coordinate, so the value increase and decrease. So we go down, we decrease. It's a continuous process. We go up again, increase, down, so the value decrease. We don't look for camera movements or anything, so we rotate our camera to filter out those values as well. So we do unchanged because our position did not change. No, we change position, we go higher again, so we do increased, do unchanged. It's the whole time this process, like we go lower, decreased. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but after you have the group search and everything, it's totally fine. Oh shit, we found me. Decreased. Let's just go a bit more. Yeah, let's go down here. Another decreased. We go lower, so decreased again. We go more down, decreased. We go up, increased. We go more up, increased. And go more up, increased. So yeah, we have 33 values. Usually on Genshin Impact, normally you have to freeze all of them one by one, just to figure out, but it's not really required thing, but I will do for this video. You can remove anything that's too small, like this, like this. Let me check this value. When you see like it ends up like that, usually it won't work. So those values are way too small, like and worth, so you can always remove those. You need like big float values usually. Let's see. But on Genshin it's really easy because the value is like usually above the 10. So, but I just show you the right process. So we freeze. We start by freezing those 5 values. Okay, nothing happens, so it's not this. There was a small change, but it's not enough. It's not this. We remove, freeze this one. Nothing happens, so we can delete as well. We can remove those, they are not relevant. So let's start freezing those. Nothing in particular, remove. it's not 100% guaranteed if it is really this one, because it looks very weak. So I should sink through the floor, but it's too weak. I doubt if it is this one, but we will keep them just for sure. We just unfroze them and we will select other values. We can remove those as well. Okay. Yeah, this looks better. So we are already jumping in the air. So we unfreeze slowly. Okay, so it's one of these now. Let's just select all and select and freeze. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it seems to be this value. Okay, we can remove the others. Alright, we have our I coordinate. Let's just name it I. Let's now go to the address. We select the two values like below and above, because X, I and Z are always near each other. Like it's always X first, then I, and then Z. So if we freeze X and Z, look, we will always jump back to original position. That's how it should work. If that's the case, that means you have the right values. So I we don't really need it, but we can keep it anyway. And X, so you can see that each position, like a frozen, prevents us from walking that position. All right. So we cannot go. CC. You cannot go. So it's fine. So we just go to the address, and you scroll up, and here we have our value. You save those three values in float. Just for your consideration, we have to remember that the offsets. What was that? Whoa! That was close. I don't want to die. Like, if I die, we have to do this again. If I can level up, maybe just really quick. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so it's fine. We already have our coordinates, and those values, those three values, they don't seem to change. Maybe one change only if we walk or something. We have to confirm that. Yeah, so there's one change when we walk, but when we are not moving, it's just like that. And we know if we press the profile button here, all the animation in the game stops behind, so we can just press this if we basically want to pause the game or something. So we copy those values. Here we go. We copy 9. We remember the offsets, so we can use this value here, 0.0024999994, and do the offset from that value to our X value, which is 2C. We don't really need our I value. It's not really required. We can take our Z value, because those two coordinates will stop an object from moving. So we also take that offset, 34, because we can, for example, not use this as a group search, because the value is never the same. So if we search this now, like just some example, but if we search this now, we will maybe have a result. Yeah, we will have result because our values didn't change. It also takes so long. It takes quite some time actually. Maybe my phone as well, because I'm low on battery. Won't deny that. But you will see. I mean, just a clear example, like it's a basic understanding of gameguardian that, like, if the value change, you won't find it again in group search. So now we have results, but If we move, like we just move a little bit and we do this search again, we won't have any results because, well, not the values we need, because the values we need changed, or coordinates, they changed. So the good thing is that the coordinates of other moving objects are shared with the client as well, and that's why we can do what we're gonna do and manipulate those coordinates of the other objects, because their coordinates is shared with the client, so we can find them here as well. So it's important that we save this, that we copy this address, because we don't want to confuse our coordinates with the coordinates of other objects. So we're gonna filter those out in the during the process. So where were we? Okay, we have our machine there. Just need to make sure that he doesn't detect us. So like I said, we copy. We don't copy with the 0.001 because we only copy, we only need this group search if we want to find our own coordinates with the minimum results. But if we want to find the coordinates of all the moving objects that are rendered by the camera, we have to do this group search. So remember, this group search is for if you want to find your coordinate. And look the amount of results we get. Everything is just for have like the less amount of results to make it yourself more easy. This could be put in the script, by the way. So let's see. So look, we only have 9 results. All we have to do is like filter out. So we do like this. Here we do a filtering 0.0024. We have 3 results. All we need to do is look, we can remove this. Let's just remove it. We already went to the address set just for sure, so that we don't do any inducement. So we can remove. Remember our offsets, so we can save the offsets we copied, and then you press here, and our first offset was like 2C. Float, you can make a copy, it's fine. Actually not really needed. Here you see, so we have the 3 values, and this is the value we changed. That's our value, and if we move, you see our value change. We only have to look at the value that changed when we are moving, okay? And then we know that this is our value. So we can remove the others. And watch. Well, we know it's this one because this one is the nearest. We can remove the others. And we can do our other offsets, which was 34. Do like this. And here we go. If we freeze those now, voila, we have our coordinates. That's the easy way. So this was our X coordinate, and then this is our Z. Voila, and the I we don't really need because we're just trying to freeze one character. So now the other group search. Let's just go back for the show. So here we don't really need the 0.01 anymore. So this is what we need. This is the group search we need. Copy. And now let's search. Look, we already get way more results, you see? It's because like not all the coordinates, like, well, the thing is like most of the coordinates have those values, of this group search, but they don't have but they as well have like 0.01 and everything. Like the problem is like it's a smaller group search, so you get more results. It's less definable. So okay, so we have like 706 results. We do the same thing, refine, like we did for searching our own coordinates. But now we have one small problem, and that's that our value, this one, we can remove this now. This one is among the results as well. So we have to filter our address out so that we are not editing our own coordinates. So what we do, we copy the address and we press on this number here on the amount of results, and we select the address we copied so that we can filter out. So now it will only in the results we have, it will search this address, it will show this address. You press apply. Here we have our address. So you see here that one address is shown in the result bar of the 353. So we remove it. Now we have 352 results. So now you just press again and unselect. Now all our addresses that hold that value, this value, is visible except this one which we have removed. So now we don't need to worry about editing our own addresses, and so you can remove this. Just for sure, you go to the address here so that we can always like find our coordinates when we need to. So yeah, you know that this was our x here, and here you have our z. So yeah, those two values it is, and this was our I, but we don't need it. Okay, so now we just do the same process like we did on our for our own coordinates. You save all the values, all the addresses, sorry, and now so we do the same thing again. We use the offsets. So 34 was for our z offset, and float, well, it's already automatically in float, and you press 34. Okay, so we have all those values. Since we just do it for the machine, it's fine. It won't be really big issue. It's just a demonstration. And then we have so you make sure you selected all of these values, and then you as well have for the x coordinate. So invert selection, and x coordinate was 2c. Make sure hex is enabled, and then float as well. Okay, so now we have our x coordinate. The first selected values are always the x, see, and then invert selection, you have the z, all the z's. Let's freeze it. Let's freeze its coordinates. You just no need to select the value, just do freeze, and there you go. He has issues with moving one direction, the x direction. Now we do inverse selection, we freeze as well, and now he's stuck. He cannot move, and you can see that our own coordinates are not frozen, so he basically cannot do much. But of course we just need to be aware of his rockets. Yeah, so you see he's still frozen, he cannot come closer. I think you get the concept though. Like if the value is moving while the character is moving, the value changes while the character is moving. Okay, so now we can set the guy on our own coordinates. So we are standing here now, so all we have to do is like copy our x value, copy the float. Here is the float. Select all the values, copy, freeze. We copy our z value, copy the float. I'm not gonna die, really not. Invert selection for select all our z values. Here we go, and freeze. So you will see that all the other stuff that's stuck as well So all the everything that's rendering in the camera, even if we don't see it, is still rendering. Will be teleported here. Let's just revive our other character. So now I will show you again how to find the coordinates, but like the quick way. So with all the group searches we found and everything. So even if you just restart the game. So yeah, this was the end of the tutorial. I hope it was kind of clear. I will make another tutorial about like more general term, like not specific for Genshin, but like for most other games. Hope to get the group search and coordinates and all. Yeah, guys, have a nice day.